Good morning, everybody. This is hashtag Friday Sews, but it's also hashtag Project Dress a Girl 2024. I'm going to be doing for the next couple weeks, my sewing will be for Project Dress a Girl, which starts up September 1st. And Mighty Sews is going to be doing a big announcement on the 1st. So if you've never done Project Dress a Girl before or never experienced the excitement that Marty and everybody else builds up, I'm always a little bit ahead of Marty's big announcement start video because I get so excited about it. And I know that my viewers really love to see me do this each year. And I just decided this year I'm going to do a dozen dresses. And I did another video where I shared this watermelon dress, and I have completed 3 more dresses, and I wanted to share those with you guys. I'm going to note right now that these are all going to be the same size. I did that because it would save me time. So all 12 dresses are going to be a girl's size 6. And what I'll do is I'll write size 6 and the chest measurement that it's supposed to fit on a little tag, and I'll safety pin it to the dresses. That helps Maddie when it comes time to sort the dresses by size. And that's just the tip up ahead here. Again, I've added rickrack on the necklines to this first 4 has some kind of attribute, but the yellow ones all have the rickrack. So this was the first yellow dress, and I shared it in a previous video. I'm going to move this, and let's bring up dress number 2. Hi, Anne. Here's dress number 2, and it's got the rickrack. It's, again, fully lined. And I did the bottom of this one different than I did the first one. And of course, it wouldn't be a video here without a cat digging to go out on the porch. I'll prop it for a little bit. That'll save us the headache of me having to get up and down. So on the first one, I did a double fold hem before I attached the ruffle. And I felt like that made the dress a little heavy. So what I did on this one is I just folded it up the opposite way. So the raw edge is hidden under the ruffle. And that was the only thing different. And it does make for a lighter hem. Hi, Dawn. So again, rickrack, the flowers that you see here are going to be what the new dress is made out of. And remember, I didn't have enough of the yellow to make a ruffle like this to go on the orange flowers. So I did something different. So this was dress number 2. And we'll stick that over there. I love having this drying rack to share this stuff with you guys. So here's the orange dress with the orange flowers. And again, rickrack. I got the pockets, but on this one, I didn't have enough of this yellow to create a ruffle. So I used yellow piping that I got at the thrift store. That's why I buy any trims I come across, I go ahead and buy them because you never know. When I bought the yellow piping, I thought I'll never use that. But look, I had it, so I could do this. All of the dresses will go through the wash to remove the water-soluble marking pens, and I'll press them real good. So that was that one. And then the last one I started yesterday, and it is the one I want to talk a little bit more about when I get it up here. So we'll get it up there. Now, this one looks different than the others because I bought a fabric that I didn't realize is very directional. There are birds on this fabric, and they all face up. So to cut the dress out, generally to get it out of the minimum amount of fabric, I'll put like the front one way on the fabric and the back on the opposite. Well, if I'd done that with that bird fabric, the birds would have been upside down on the back or the front or whatever. So what I did is I again traced the front and the back here. Here are the pattern pieces that I created. And on the pattern pieces, it'll give you a little mark that says waistline. So when I trace the pattern, I made a mark at the waistline and I did the two separate pieces. So this is actually the lower back, but you can see what I did is this is the waistline mark here, and then I added a 1/2 inch seam and put that on there so that I could have two pieces. And I did the same here. So the line is the natural waistline, and then I added a 1/2 inch so I could put them right sides together like this. And then I sewed on the 1/2 inch. And the reason I gave myself a full 1/2 inch, let me show you. I'll turn it wrong side out. Excuse me. Because I gave myself a 1/2 inch here, what I did on the inside is after I sewed the 1/2 inch seam line, I took and I cut the side of the seam that had the birds on it with my pinking shears to 1/4 inch. And then I just folded the blue over it and pressed it down real good and stitched it in place. So the seam is completely encased inside this enclosed seam. To finish the seams, I just cut with pinking shears. Decided not to use the cover stitch serger. And then on the outside where the two pieces meet, this is that lace I picked up at the Goodwill bins the other day. And I just used it to kind of cover where they went together. So it created this very color blocked kind of dress. And then I used the bird fabric for the pockets. And the blue that I used here was remnant that I picked up at Joann's, and I had just enough to make the two skirt pieces. And then I did a 5/8 inch. I stitched around at 5/8 inch all the way around, and then I folded that up, folded it over, and then folded it over again. So that's 5/8 and 5/8. So 1.5 inches seam. Hem, and they allow 1.25 inches hem allowance. So that's what I did. So this is the 4 dresses that I have done. So I got the little blue one and then the 3 yellowish orange dresses. So that's what I got done for this week. And I've got 8 more dresses in my pile right there. So I'm going to keep going with the bluish colored dresses, and the rest of the dresses will be like this one. They'll be a solid fabric, but they won't be lined. They'll have the facing. So when I say facing, it's this piece on the inside. This is the facing, and you attach interfacing to the facing. And what that does is it gives you structure. So that's why I just cut the same facing pieces out of my interfacing and applied it to the muslin lining of these dresses, just to give those armholes and neckline a bit more structure. Because if you don't put some interfacing in, it gets real floppy around the neck and the arms. And yeah. And I know there's been some people looking for the pattern that I use, because I love this pattern, but it's from 1999. And I know Carol at So Carol, she went looking for it, and she found one on like Etsy or someone you bid on. What? I just can't think this morning, but y'all know. eBay. They wanted $25 for the pattern. It's got 3 sizes in it. I probably paid 99 cents because, like I said, I had this since 1999 or 2000. And back then, Joann's did the patterns for 99 cents. So I don't know. I don't know how much I paid for it. I didn't write it on the envelope. I'm not real obsessed with keeping track of what I spent where. I know that's probably horrible, but anyway. But this is a case where I could use buttons on this as decoration. See how they did the rickrack down the front on the little green dress, and then they put 3 buttons in the middle? I could do things like that. So basically all of my sewing right now is going to be for Project Dress a Girl. And like I said earlier, Maddie at Maddie Sews, it looks like Marie Sews, but she pronounces it as Maddie. It's Maddie Sews for Curves. And I'll put a link to her channel because she will be doing the huge announcement on the 1st, which is, let's see, it's Sunday, right? Sunday. Maddie will get us going on Sunday. And each day, sorry, let me finish this. Each day, a different sewing YouTuber that is doing an absolute video that's coordinated with Maddie there'll be a video every day of somebody showing some of the dresses or all of the dresses that they've made so far, or they might show one dress and then tell you which pattern they used. So if this is something you might be interested in, you need to subscribe to Maddie at Maddie Sews. So anybody have any questions about Project Dress a Girl at all that maybe I can help you? I also want to share the bear work that I've done this week. Thank you, guys. I really didn't do a lot on my bear this week. I need to get going on it. I'll just show what I got done if I can find it. All right. I have went and I found, I said, let's see, I searched for bear quotes or a hug quote or something. I don't know. But what I did is I've pencil written them on muslin, and then I'm going to stitch these in a navy blue. So I have a hug is the bridge between 2 souls. Love is friendship set on fire. We accept the love we think we deserve. Sometimes a hug is all you need. A hug is always the right size. And then this one I've already stitched and applied it to the back of the bear. It says, we love because it's the only true adventure. So, and I've stitched it in the navy blue, which I think is going to work out good. I did some running stitches, and I think that's all I did on the back. And then this one, I don't think I've changed anything yet, but this is the gusset that goes up the nose and over the head. And I want to go back and put a little bead in the center of each of the yellow flowers, but I haven't done that yet. I know Anne was doing some beading yesterday in Craft and Chat. So I still have a bunch of pieces. I went through my fabric doilies and I found these green ones that I might incorporate on my bear. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. So that's what I got done on my bear. Not a whole lot. So that's it. That's all I have for you guys this morning for Project Dress a Girl and Friday Sews. I I know with Friday Sews, we're supposed to tell a little bit about life. So I guess I'll just tell you, I went to the doctor for my checkup yesterday and my A1C is down to 6.3. If I can get it below 5.7, I'll be normal. Won't that be a thing? And I also got a Z-Pack for this congestion from the illness Scott and I had at the beginning of August that's just never gone away. She said, I do have a considerable amount of fluid behind my ears. So that is why when I bend over and stand back up, I feel like my equilibrium is gone somewhere. And it feels like I'm drunk as all get out and I have to grab something so I don't fall. So she said, well, we'll give you a Z-Pack and that'll clear that out. So that's it. I don't really have anything else much. Greg's going camping with the new girl in his life. And so we won't see him after tonight till Monday morning. So that'll be interesting. We'll have a nice quiet house. All right, guys. I guess that's it. I'll show them one more time just in case you want to. That's the 2-colored one. There's the orange one with the piping. Whoopsie doodles. That was my Bigfoot hitting the thing. And there's the watermelon dress. That was the first one. And then the sunflower dress. So that's 4 out of 12 done. So hopefully next week I'll come back with maybe the 4 more. I was hoping to have all 12 done before August 1st so I could get them mailed to Madi. And now that I'm not doing fully lined dresses, they'll take a lot less time. So maybe I will have 4 or more done by next Friday. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. Bye.